What's going on, guys? It is officially Q4, and I am going to break down my ultimate guide for Q4, going over a couple things here that are super important that can apply to any single niche, whether you're dropshipping on, selling any product, but whether you're running ads or doing organic on any platform. These things will be beneficial to you if you're dropshipping. So yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it. It is October 1st, literally Q4 day one. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I have these things here I want to talk about. So first things first, you need to be testing yesterday. If you don't have a product right now, you need to put together a plan on how often you're going to test, and it needs to be more than usual. Usually I have my students test one product a week minimum, and say they launch every single Friday. Between Monday and Friday, they're building their stores, doing copywriting, doing market research, crafting ads, getting everything set up to test one a week. I would start to pick that up if you don't have a product. If you have a product, then put all of your time and energy into scaling that store. I wouldn't recommend trying to make another store. I think you're better off really focusing on just one store and just scaling that all through Q4. So if you don't have a product, I would probably suggest testing 2 products a week minimum. If you can do more than that, then great. But still make sure you're doing high quality test over quantity. And if you want to know how to do a high quality test, go watch all of my other videos that showcase my entire strategy A through Z. But you need to be testing yesterday. So set up a campaign tonight. Okay, now the next most important thing is your break-even ROAS. And this is Sorry, I have something on my lips. This is very important, and I'm going to be using this strategy all of 2025 because ad costs are rising year over year, and they especially raise in Q4. CPMs are going to get higher. CPCs are going to get higher. That means you're going to be spending more to get a cost per purchase, which means you need a lower break-even ROAS. So real quick, here's the Discord. You guys know about it. Here's the toolbox right here. Go ahead and click this link. And then you want to click break-even ROAS, know your numbers. Enter in your email. Access tool page. Go back to know your numbers. And look, here's where you want to enter your cost of goods sold plus shipping. So say our product cost us $30 landed. Let's see if we sell it at $50, which I think most people would do. Like, oh, $30, let's sell it for $50. Okay, break-even ROAS, if you press calculate, your break-even ROAS is a 2.5, which is ridiculously high. That means you need to operate on basically a 3 ROAS to scale and a 2.6 ROAS to be profitable, which is very, very difficult to do. Whereas if you take this $30 product and sell it for $89.99. Let's see where that takes you. That puts you down to a 1.5. And lucky enough, this is exactly where I want to be for running ads. And this is my highest, my high threshold. So I don't want to have a break-even ROAS that is higher than a 1.5. Ideally, you're selling this for $99.99 and your break-even ROAS is a 1.43. That means you can operate on a 1.5 and actually be profitable. And if you guys are new to media buying and paid ads, a 1.5 ROAS is very, very achievable nowadays. Okay? Back then, it was pretty easy to get a 4 or 5 ROAS with interest testing, interest targeting on Facebook. Those days are over. And unless you have a unicorn product and a unicorn ad, then maybe. But for the most part, operating on a 2 ROAS needs to be profitable. So if you're running a 1.43 and you get a 2 ROAS, you can scale all day long. So don't worry about profit margin. Just worry about your break-even ROAS. These go hand in hand. So this is your break-even CPA, which would be $70. So you need to get a purchase under $70 to be profitable, or just operate on above a 1.43, which is very, very doable. So you can run the numbers. If you have a $10 item and you want to sell it for 45. Let's see what that puts it at. 1.29. Like, this is very, very doable. Okay. So use this calculator. It's in the Discord. The link will be down below. It's completely free. But know your numbers before you start running a test. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time. People are probably already leaving this video because they need to go on TikTok or something. So, need to be testing yesterday, break even ROAS. Okay, more ad concepts equals more money. The days of testing 3 ads and trying to find a winner are pretty much gone unless you get really lucky. You need to be testing more ads. More specifically, more ad angles. More specifically, your hooks and scripts that are taking your customer's desire and leading them towards your product. That is an ad concept. You can almost change this out for ad angle and ad concept, but you want to put together, you're like crafting an ad to your ideal target market, and you test it, and you can test multiple of these. When I test my first round of testing, I test with 6 ads. If that doesn't work before I move on to the next product, I might do 2 to 3 more rounds of creative testing, which means 6 more completely new ad concepts, and then maybe again another 6 ad concepts. You only need a couple ads to scale. You really only need 1 ad to scale. So you need to find that ad, and if you're only testing 3 ads at a time and then moving on, you're basically just trying to get lucky. And you always want to do market research to understand your ad angles before you test, or else you're just really trying to get lucky. Okay, so test a lot of ad concepts. Okay, now moving on. You need to have a good supplier. No more, please. I hope you guys aren't ordering from AliExpress. If you guys need a supplier, you guys can use my supplier, or you can watch my videos on how to find a supplier. But you need to have a good supplier for a few reasons during Q4. One, you need to have a reliable supplier that has fast shipping time compared to AliExpress, where it takes like a month. So fast shipping times. You need better prices, which you get with using a private supplier compared to AliExpress or AutoDS or anything like that. And then number 3 is Chinese New Year's right around the corner. If you have a product that pops off in Q4, chances are you're going to be selling it all next year. I mean, that's the idea, right? You have a store that's running for more than 12 months that you can sell. So you're going to be running it in January, in February. And that's right in the middle of the Chinese New Year, which is like a 2 to 3 week long holiday where like you can't order inventory. You can't ship orders for like a week. So you should be using like a 3PL. And with my supplier, you can use the 3PL, or you can order a bunch of inventory through them and be able to combat that time period of Chinese New Year because you already are sitting on inventory. And you need to have a trustable, reliable supplier. And you can also work on terms with them and not have to pay for the full price of the product until it's delivered. You know, there's a bunch of different terms you can get with suppliers, but you can't do that if you're just drop shipping from AliExpress. Okay? So find a good supplier. And then number 5 is you want to be in a broad niche. I had a conversation with a student the other day who was like wanting to sell products in the baby niche. And it kind of turned on me that the baby niche is actually not that big of a niche. And that's why I don't sell in it. Think about all the houses you drive by every day, and then think about an entire country of all the houses. What percent of them are having or expecting a child? Like the actual baby niche, not like the toddler niche, like the baby niche, like about to have a baby or expecting a baby. Like not that many houses compared to if you're selling knives in a kitchen. Like every single household needs knives. So like the TAM, total addressable market, for both the two aren't even comparable. You want to find a product that solves a problem for a very, very broad niche. Let me sip my coffee. Okay, so shoot for a broad niche. Fitness, health and beauty, the car niche, home decor niche. I mean, it goes on and on. But that all comes down to your product research. Okay, and then number 6, if you're not running Facebook ads, I feel bad for you because Facebook ads are superior. I'm obviously biased. I love Facebook ads, but I can argue anyone all day long on why you should be running Facebook ads over TikTok ads. They're so much more consistent. They're so much easier to run as far as you don't need a lot of campaigns. You don't have ad fatigue with Facebook ads. Yes, I literally ran ads for over a year, the same exact ad for over a year, which is just unheard of on TikTok ads. Sure, that maybe the barrier of entry is harder if you don't have an ad account set up, but it's not easy to get one set up and to start to build your relationship with Facebook. You can do that during Q4. Make sure you're playing by the rules, reading the policies, not selling illegal products, and make sure you make your payments on time. And you're going to start to build a relationship with Facebook. And the more they trust you, then, the easier it is to run on their platform. And they want your money. Like, that's their business. They want people to run ads on their platform. So just do it right, and you should have no issues. Okay, so I know this is a big topic, Q4. So if you guys have any questions or need any help, you guys can comment down below or TM me on Instagram, and I'll be happy to answer you guys' questions for Q4. Things are about to get a bit crazy. Every single Q4 is bigger than the last, so I expect a huge Q4 for e-commerce and dropshipping specifically. So yeah, that's it, guys. I will see you guys soon. Bye.